plays to go down and tie the football game and not doing it. You got to be able to make that stuff happen, and we haven't done that enough this year.
It seems like this one's hit particularly hard. Is that true about how you feel?
Yeah, I mean, you're just getting late in the season, and you're not going to get these opportunities back. And that's a good football team, but we had chances, and we didn't execute at the right time.
When Wine goes down the very first play, you guys knew you already had some guys missing up there.
I mean, you just got next man up. I mean, obviously, not where you want to be, but I thought Essa played his tail off for being a guy that had to kind of get activated and be on the roster and go up against one of the best pass rushes in the league. And thought he did a great job giving me time to throw the ball down the field in big situations.
A lot of us could be Travis's last season. I guess how frustrating is that aspect when you see him after the game?
Yeah, I mean, every season that I've had with him these last few years, I try to cherish because you never know. He got himself in great shape this year, and he's played great football, and he'll have the option to do whatever he wants to do after this season. But I know one thing is he'll give everything he has the rest of the season to try to give us a chance to make a playoff run. We know the chances are getting lower and lower, but I know the guys on this team are going to give everything they have every opportunity we get.
How do you plan to let the guys up to say, okay, let's give ourselves
I think it's just who we are. Like, I mean, I know we're not winning games, but that mindset that these guys have in this locker room, in the games that we're not winning, you can never question the fight of this team. And obviously, we're not executing at the right moments, and we're not making those plays. But at the end of the day, you'll never question that, and I think you'll see that for these last 4 weeks.
You guys were first in the league on 4th down attempts
Mm-hmm.
in terms of conversion. Just what went wrong in the second half when Andy did give you guys opportunities to field?
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job on the 4th down of passing off the crossers, and I tried to get the ball to Rashid. I think I was a little late, and the guy made a great play breaking on the ball. But I mean, just got to execute at a higher level in those big moments, and something that we haven't done this year. And we're not going to have many more opportunities, so we have to go out there and maximize those opportunities and try to give ourselves more into the playoffs.
Specifically on that, excuse me, decision to go for it and then the play call.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Reed believes in us. We've executed on that in that same situation several times this season, and they did a good job of passing the crossers. I wish I got to Rashid a little bit earlier, or if I could have bought a little bit more time. In hindsight, probably try to hit Trav over the top of the defender, but I mean, he made a good play. They made good plays today, but I'll never question the decision to go for it because I believe in the offense and who we are.
What do you say the next 4th down? When the ball goes through Rashid's hands, or when Travis, bobbles that over there. So what do you say to the guys to try to keep them engaged, or what do you say to a pro like Travis in that moment when you?
I mean, I don't have to say anything. I mean, he's a champion for a reason. He knows what it takes, and he's made that play 99% of the time. And I got to give him a better chance with the ball, maybe more on his body. So I mean, I'll never question that. I'm gonna go to those guys in big moments. Those guys have made plays in the Super Bowls. They've made plays in AFC Championship games. So obviously, it didn't go our way today. I have a lot to do with that myself, and so we'll go back and like I said, regardless of what happens the rest of this season, we'll give everything we have every snap and give ourselves the best chance to go out there and make a run.
Maybe later tonight, or when you rewatch the game, about that deep shot to Tyquan in the end zone, just how close you guys were, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we've been close all season. I mean, that at the end of the day, you got to go out there and make it happen. I got to make the throw a little bit earlier so the guy can't close. We got to make those plays. We got to score touchdowns in these moments, and we got the talent, we got the heart, but we have to go out there and execute it. And until we prove it, we'll come away with losses. So I mean, like I said, I know we're going to give everything we have. We'll give ourselves a chance and see what happens.
Patrick, over the last couple of weeks, you talked about putting emphasis on the second and third quarter. You got top off in the park. How do you feel like you got something?
Yeah, I mean, we battled. Obviously, we didn't offensively, especially. We didn't play the way we were supposed to play. I'm proud of how the defense fought with all the disadvantages we put them in, and they kept just giving us chances. And so that's all we can ask for them. And offensively, I got to be better, not turning the football over, getting us into better plays in certain situations, and then giving guys chances down the field. So I mean, it's a little bit of everything, but it starts off with me, and it kind of feeds throughout the entire team.
Last two weeks we talked about just not going through the big moments. Do you feel like that's had a snowball snowball effect from one game to another, or is it just something different every week?
I mean, it just happens in this league, man. You can't really put a pin on what that exact thing is. You go out there and you give your best effort every single time. And I believe in our guys. Like I said, we've done it before. And so every single opportunity we get, we believe we're going to score and we're going to make it happen. And that hasn't happened this year. But the next opportunity we get, I believe it will happen that time.
Last one, Tom. Can you take us through that second interception, the first play of the fourth quarter? What happened on that?
Yeah, they got a good rush, and I tried to throw the ball. Obviously, didn't throw it far enough. But in that situation, like the interception, as long as they don't get a return, isn't the worst thing in the world. So just trying to give a guy a chance on the field. I wish I'd have thrown it a little bit more inside and gave Hollywood a chance to maybe high point the ball. But he made a good play of falling off the receiver and making a play. So I'll be better at where I.
Patrick Mahomes stood at the podium, the air thick with the weight of the Chiefs' loss to the Texans. And as reporters pressed him about the future, the subject quickly shifted to Travis Kelce, a name that had become synonymous with Kansas City football greatness. Mahomes, always composed but visibly more reflective than usual, admitted he's been thinking a lot about what life might look like without Kelce out on the field, a reality that seems to inch closer with every passing season. 3 Super Bowl victories, 7 consecutive AFC championship games, and countless unforgettable moments have bound Mahomes and Kelce together in a partnership that's defined an era for the Chiefs. But time, as it always does, marches on. Kelce, now in his 13th season and 36 years old, has spent the year fending off questions about retirement, his future, and how much longer he can keep performing at the highest level. Mahomes confessed that he's been cherishing every single season with Kelce, especially these last few, acutely aware that nothing lasts forever. Every season that I've had with him these last few years, I try to cherish because you never know, Mahomes said, his words heavy with both gratitude and a tinge of sorrow. Kelce, ever professional, arrived at training camp in excellent shape, determined to give everything to the game and to his team. And despite a year that hasn't seen him reach his usual lofty numbers, he still managed to make important plays, fight through adversity, and remain the emotional anchor for the Chiefs. Subscribe for more Chiefs stories and exclusive updates. Last night, though, in the aftermath of a tough loss, Kelce looked different. The fire was there, but so was the exhaustion, the physical toll of a long career evident in the way he moved and carried himself on the sideline. Mahomes saw it too. He knows Kelce's earned the right to make his own decision about retirement. And whatever choice his tight end makes, Mahomes is ready to support him. He'll have the option to do whatever he wants to do after the season, but I know one thing is he'll give everything he has the rest of the season to try to give us a chance to make a playoff run. Mahomes added, a testament to Kelce's relentless work ethic and leadership. Kelce's journey has been one of resilience and excellence. Drafted in the 3rd round, he worked his way up from underdog status to become one of the most dominant tight ends a game has ever seen. From highlight reel catches to clutch playoff performances, his presence has been a constant for Kansas City fans, and his connection with Mahomes has redefined what's possible for an NFL quarterback tight end duo. Yet, as 2024 has unfolded, the numbers tell a different story. Kelce's stats have leveled off. The explosive plays that once seemed so routine now more fleeting. The speculation grew louder, fans and analysts alike wondering if this season would be his last. The Chiefs' offense, once nearly unstoppable, has faced its share of struggles, and Kelce has been asked time and again about his future, always choosing to focus on the task at hand. The loss to the Texans felt like a turning point. For the first time, Kelce looked not just tired, but perhaps at peace with where he is in his career, a man who has given everything to the game and has nothing left to prove. Mahomes, for his part, has been preparing himself for this moment, recognizing that the NFL is a business of change and that legends eventually move on. The locker room after the game was somber, players quietly packing up, but there was a sense of mutual respect and understanding between Mahomes and Kelce, an unspoken acknowledgement of all they've accomplished together. Mahomes knows the chemistry they've built won't be easily replaced, and he's determined to make the most of whatever time is left with his favorite target. As the Chiefs look ahead to the rest of the season, the focus remains on making a playoff push. But the shadow of Kelce's possible retirement looms large, a reminder that every snap, every catch, every touchdown could be the last of a legendary career. If Kelce does decide to walk away after this season, no one in Kansas City or across the NFL would be surprised. He's earned the right to leave on his own terms, and Mahomes is ready for whatever comes next, grateful for the memories and aware that the future, though uncertain, still holds promise. The story of Mahomes and Kelce is one of friendship, trust, and shared glory, and as the chapter nears its end, every moment feels just a little more precious. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the Chiefs and the stories that define the game.